Hey guys, time for an update again. Oh, that is so loud. I'm not exactly sure what I was expecting from a jackhammer, but I could actually feel it in the ground. They hit a solid spot, it just thump, thump, thump. Pretty crazy. But, you know, job's getting done. Maybe, possibly maybe. They might be done by the end of August. That depends. I'll get to that at the end here. Something happened today that might change that. So, I'll get back to the dam. I'm going to talk about other things first, because I'm going to end with talking about it. So, I got a text the other day. I was going to bring that up. Dang rabbit, hang on a second here. I do this with my wrong hand. Hopefully, I can read it. Without my glasses, I think I can. I'll just be really squinty. So I got this text. It says, City of Toronto, your parking ticket issued on February 21st, 2024 remains unpaid. To avoid potential suspension of your driver's license, please ensure payment is made via our self-service portal at mytorontoportal.com before July 19th, 2024. Well, I got this July 19th, 2024. And what's funny about it is, parking ticket in Toronto? I had no idea the monster would go that far. That would be nice. Wow. I look weird. I am solid color. What you're seeing is reflection from sweating. That's crazy. I'm looking and saying, why are my shoulders white? That's nuts. And that's just reflection from me sweating. It's so humid right now. We got rain coming. Actually, there's rain out there right now, but everything is forming after it passes us. Sitting down at the dam, I got sprinkled on a little bit. Just a little bit. I looked at the radar, because there's rain coming for tonight, and it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, or rain a lot tomorrow or something, I don't remember. It's supposed to rain tomorrow anyways. But, so I got looking at the radar, and it's like, yeah, it's just starting up after it passes us. I just got back here, I looked again, and it's like, holy smokes, there's like storms out there, there's like heavy rain. Everything started after it passed us. That's crazy. So, I'm going to update you on a couple of buildings that they've been building. I haven't talked about them for a while. Which reminds me of, I don't know if you call it a joke. So why is it when they're building a building they call it a building, but when the building is built it's still called a building? I've said that for years. It's been a while. So, the Sepoy / Cliffs Plumbing and Heating building looks like it's complete. It's not in use yet. They're still, I guess, working on the parking lot, but the building itself looks like it's finished. And I can see, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the electricity is hooked up at the post. So if it's hooked up at the post, I'm sure it's hooked up inside the building too. But it's not in use yet. They're still working on the parking lot apparently. But it's been a while, so I decided to take a drive by there and see what the progress is. And as far as the apartment building goes, it's starting to actually look nice. It's not as ugly as it was. I like the brick that they're putting on. I don't know if it's going all the way up, because they got strapping on the side of the building. I thought it was going to be siding, but apparently it's brick. I don't know if they're real bricks or not, but it actually looks kind of nice. It's still I'm not sure what the inside looks like. They've been working on it all winter. They've been working on the inside all winter. So they didn't, take time off or anything. It's just so going. But it's a fairly large building. It's going to take a while to, get everything complete. But it's still, even though it's not as ugly as it was, it's still a huge building. It just looks so out of place for that particular area. It's just crazy. But it's still going, still coming along. I don't know who's going to be able to afford to rent in that place, but, because I heard they're like $3,000 per unit. Like $3,000 a month per unit. It's insane. So we have keys to our new apartment. We've moved actually a little bit. Zach and Martin both took a load down on Saturday, and they're supposed to do a second run on Sunday. Of course, nobody felt like it. Same old, same old. That's the way it is when you get bad health, right? You plan something and the day comes, like, I'm the same way. And I just don't feel like it. But I don't know what to move. It was kind of funny, because I did my tour. I actually did it was nice out, so I didn't want to come home just yet. I did a little bit extra tour, and I stopped the laneway that goes back to the river behind McDonald's there, where I used to go down to the river before they built that up. I was just sitting there taking a break. Michelle sends me a text. And it says the guys are taking a couple loads to the new apartment. So, okay. So that's just down the bottom of the hill here. I come up here and they're getting ready to leave. It's like, oh, don't stop there. In a loud friggin' car. Okay, I gotta pause the video. Okay, I'm back. I don't know, Michelle had a doctor's appointment or something, but One Care, Easy Ride, I think, I don't remember. Company that takes disabled people to different places and that. I never remember what it's called. Apparently the car was waiting for him because they're parked outside here blocking the street, and he waited for another car to pass. But he has a really loud cooling fan in it, and I don't know, the camera probably picked it up better than my voice, which is normal. So, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So she told me this. I come up, it was at the bottom of the hill when I got the text. I come up here, and they're getting ready to leave. It's like, okay, why did you tell me? If it's, it's not an advantage to me. But apparently they're taking a second load. But Zach had room in his car, so I'm thinking, okay, I'm looking. There's absolutely nothing out here that I can send right now, right? I got my white shelf here, or cabinet. I don't have anything in it yet. I had it underneath the back there. I haven't found a use for it yet, so it was just kind of sitting there. I have an idea what I want to put in it. It just hasn't happened yet. But I was going to take that, and of course, like I said, everybody decided to go, so now we get stuff hanging out in the middle of nowhere in the way that was supposed to go. So inside, I don't know yet, because we're supposed to have a yard sale. That never happened, so now it's like the long weekend in August, and whatever doesn't sell's got to go. I can get rid of that stuff now, if it didn't sell, right? Whatever I'm not gonna give to Salvation Army, so it's got to hang out. And I just got like boxes of clothes that I need to go through. It takes time. I'm doing other stuff. Like, I'm not doing nothing right now, but I wasn't prepared for that. Nobody gave me advance notice. So I got all my winter stuff, my winter coat, my winter boots, all my winter pants, heated gloves, heated socks, hats and stuff. All my winter stuff can go. But I don't know. It's just such a pain. Because that's one thing I hate about moving. It's like, where do I start? I might need this in the next few days. I can't send it. What can I get rid of now? It's such a hard decision. And what's got to wait till the last day? Like, well, most of my stuff has to wait till the last day. It's so hard deciding. I hate it. This is crazy. Okay, so I guess that's it for that. I got looking. I was working on a fire department video the other day, and I doing the satellite image and that, and I don't remember what I was looking for. I was looking for something not related. Like, I already had the map open, so I went exploring, and I was out of town. I got into Hanover, or Wingham, and I noticed something kind of strange. Oh, my hand's sweating, the camera's kind of slipping out. I gotta put my fingers behind, otherwise the camera will hit the handlebar that I'm leaning on, and it'll cause a noise in the video. So, I noticed something very strange. You got Pioneer gas station, and you got Pioneer, I think it says Pioneer convenience store, except it's not pointing to Pioneer, it's pointing to the sewage pumping station. That was kind of comical. No, I don't think so. So I think, well, this is kind of interesting. Again, I don't remember what led me to it, but talking about the construction projects, I think I got thinking about that. So I went to, no, I already talked about that, never mind. I don't know what it was. I went down and checked the dam, and the satellite image has been updated, obviously, because the concrete barriers that they have at each end to stop people from crossing were in the satellite image. Those were only put up last year. So I looked at the date of the image, and it was March 6th, 2024. And I know it's March 6th, not June 3rd, because it's obviously springtime. All the vegetation is brown. But if you look closely, you can actually see my trail at the boat launch. I thought that was kind of cool. It's that noticeable. Which got me thinking, I wonder if you can see the one up at the soccer fields too. Yep, that's even more noticeable. So that's kind of cool. My trails can be seen from space. Yay! That's kind of neat. But I think that's all I had about that. So I finally started taking the bridge down. I kind of had a feeling, because I showed the scaffolding on the one side of the bridge. The next day the scaffolding was in the next, it was in the first two areas, and the next day it was in the next two areas. So everything was gone, so I figured, okay, I betcha on Monday they're gonna start taking the bridge down. I was right, I called it. But the first day, well, not first day, but when they first started, I was there for the whole morning, and the sloped part underneath where the water runs through, they were oh, that fly's driving me nuts. They were chopping that up, or breaking it up, whatever, with the jackhammer, and I couldn't see it from my vantage point. And it was so boring. I sat there for 5 hours. 4.5 hours. I was glad when they went for break. Or lunch, I should say. So I went for lunch, and I got back half hour late. I got there at 1:35 instead of 1 o'clock, and they'd already started taking the top down, and oh, I missed it. I was so angry with myself for not getting back there soon enough. So I watched them for a bit doing that, and I went for a tour, and I came back. I stopped at the other side, and I got there a good time. Just as they were taking the rest of that first span down. It's like, very cool. Got it. I missed the start, but I got the end. So today they're working on the second part, and I got, well, first of all, I learned my lesson when I went there yesterday. It was 10 degrees when I left here, so I went from jacket to sweater to t-shirt to shirtless in 3 hours. Yeah, it heated up so fast. So after I come home, put my shorts on before I went back, which is what I did today too. But it wasn't quite as bad today. This morning I only needed my sweater. But I sat down there, I picked a spot where I had a good view, and about 9 o'clock in the morning, I realized my mistake, because I'm now sitting in the hot sun, roasting, bored to death because I can't see what's going on, right? Oh, it was horrible. So I learned my mistake. I learned from my mistake, and I parked in the shade today. But it didn't really matter that much anyways, because we got like a lot of dark clouds moving through, so I didn't get full sunlight the whole time I was there anyways. But I was prepared. If we did, I would have been prepared for that. So today I'm watching them, and like at the beginning of taking down the second span, and I went back this afternoon, and they've got the rock biter attachment, chopping up all the little bits of concrete to get all the rebar out. They're keeping the rebar separate. They're loading stuff in the dump trucks, and anything that had rebar in it, they're setting aside. I wonder if they're going to recycle it. Maybe get some money back, right? It costs them less to do the job. That's my guess. I don't know. I don't see why it would be an issue scrapping it. So that might be what they're doing. They might just be recycling. So I watched that for a little bit. Go away, fly. And one of the town guys come by and he starts cutting the grass behind me. It's like, oh man, because once my camera, or once a scooter's parked somewhere and I start recording, I cannot move the camera. Because doing time lapse, right? You know, you can't. You're focused on one spot, watching what's going on. If the camera suddenly jerks like this as I move around, it's like, no, that sucks. That would not make for good video. So the camera cannot move the whole time. But I saw this guy coming. I was just gonna back up, just like, keep the camera pointed forward, but back up so he can cut where I'm at in front of me. I couldn't get far enough back, and there was tree branches hanging down, so I had to pick a different spot. But they kind of stopped working for a little bit after that anyways. So I just kind of hung back, let him do what he was doing, and I went back. I parked in a completely different spot. But it didn't do much today anyways. They're just doing the rock biting. Which kind of brings me back to a never-ending story. Rock biter. But so I went for my tour. And I got back to the damn same place I stopped yesterday when I got the finale of the first span. I'm expecting to get the finale of the second span today, but nope, it's still there and they're not doing any work. So I sat there for a bit, just took my break, because I normally take my break in that spot anyways, my last break. And just before I left, went over, their vehicles were still there, so I knew they were still there. Figured they're probably just on break or something, and I went over and asked them. I says, if it's raining tomorrow, will you guys still be out working? He says, probably, but we'll probably just be picking through the rebar, because apparently their machine broke. Well, you know, I figured each span's taking them a day, 4 days, the whole thing's gonna be gone, and then they'll take the ends. I'm not sure what they're called. Flies are driving me insane today. But anyways, I got thinking, well, they'll probably be done before the end of August, right? So now, I don't know. Depends on what's broken on the machine. I didn't ask them. And how long it takes to actually get it fixed. So they're kind of on pause, which means I get to take the day off. Because I wanted to know, because I'll still go down there. I'll do video in the rain. I don't care. But if they're not going to be there, I don't want to go out. So, it sounds like it's not going to be doing anything interesting anyway, so I'm going to take the day off. Because I am absolutely... I was up for 19 hours yesterday. I started at 5:30 in the morning. And it's just... I can't keep this up. I cannot sustain this. Long hour days. So, I'm going to take a break. I'm still going to get up at the same time, but I'm going to go to bed a little later. Because I'm home, or earlier. Yeah, earlier. I'm home early today because, you know, they just weren't doing anything. So, I didn't need to stick around any longer. So, I'll gotta get some stuff done in the house today. I got nothing done yesterday. I got some discs burnt, or discs loaded into the computer, that's it. That's it. Oh yeah, I got some more discs chopped up. I forgot about that. That's not gonna happen today. I had no energy to do that today, and these flies are driving me insane. Anyways, there's no garbage in here. Well, no stinky garbage. There's no reason they need to be in here. Anyway, I guess that's all I got. That's a little bit longer of a update than expected. So I'm going to leave you with another heron video. This one was from Sunday, I believe. Sitting down taking my break, and it just kind of came out of the grass, and it's like, oh, hello. So I recorded it for a little while, hoping he'd catch a fish, but no, he didn't. And I think so much has happened since then, I don't really remember. I think I recorded it until it went back into the grass. I think so anyways. Anyways, I'll leave you with that. That's my nature break for today.